Hey everybody, welcome back. Monday Morning Briefing, episode number 130. It is Friday, November the 22nd. We are almost done with November here, and we're getting close to Black Friday. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but we are going to be doing our Black Friday event next week, and we'll talk about some of the details a little bit here today. Wanted to get a Monday video in before next week. We are leaving out of town this weekend to go visit some friends, as well as go to a little cow show in South Texas, and so we're wrapping some stuff up in the shop today. If you've been following us on social media and stuff, you might have seen that we've been working hard on the Stair Risers in the shop, so that's taken up quite a bit of time, just trying to get all of these tooled. We did do 4 panels just like this for the customer that ordered these, and we also did 4 that were basket stamped. They're pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to drag those over here, but these have been a lot of fun. They're 4 inches wide by 59 inches long. Kind of had a little bit of an issue. We talk about this when you're tooling leather a lot of times. If you're doing one of our project videos or anything like that, you'll always see me usually put either glue poster board to the back side of something that might be lined, or if it's not going to be lined or I don't want it firmed up any, then we'll use blue painter's tape. You can also use packing tape. That's what I used on the back of these. The first 2 that I tooled, it's 13-15 ounce skirting leather, so I didn't see a point in really lining that. I don't do that on saddles. I just tool the leather without any kind of backing or anything like that, and it doesn't seem to pose any kind of issue. But with these being narrower and longer, and I wasn't sure exactly what the tolerance was, if it needed to be dead on 4 by 59 or if we had a little leeway there. So the first 2 that I did not put packing tape on, they did stretch some. I've got an idea, and I may do a video on it if it works, but I've got an idea to kind of true those back up and to kind of get them all to where they're all kind of consistent. I've been told from the company that ordered these that I don't have to worry about any kind of tolerance. They've kind of got that figured out. So, but we're going to worry about it if I can fix it, you know, as far as shorten them up. It's not much, but they did stretch a little bit, so our distances are a little bit off, just because of the natural stretch in leather. So that's something that you've always got to consider anytime you're tooling something, especially basket stamping or floral carving, versus, you know, just doing a border stamp or maybe doing some just knife work or something like that. The actual compression can cause that leather to stretch, as we all know. So anyway, that's a little thing I'm dealing with. I don't think it's a big issue, but we're going to dye these brands black on here, and then we will go ahead and antique these, oil and antique these, finish off the edges, and they'll be ready to go. And so we will get these delivered. Had a few people email and say, man, we want to see a video of you installing these wherever they're going. I'm actually not going to be the one installing these. Our job is only to produce these and then send them to them, and they will install them when they get ready. I haven't gotten like a time on when this facility is going to be open or anything like that. The only thing I've gotten is that they need these sometime in December. They're not even real critical on a date. They just, whenever they get them, they'll have them there, and then when they're ready to install them, I'm sure it'll be one of the last things they do with this project, with this construction project. So, but I'm excited to have them finished. I'm excited to have the hard work done as far as the tooling. They seemed really happy with the floral carving portion of that, kind of how they look and stuff like that. So we'll try to get those wrapped up next week sometime, and if we've got a chance, we'll get them oiled and antiqued and things. But been working on that. As many of you know, our corner book is out. If you missed it in the last Monday video, if you're on the newsletter, you know about this. You should have already gotten your copy. We did do a pre-order through the newsletter. Thank you to everybody that's bought one of these books, and I hope that you're putting these to use and to work in your shop. I think it's a real versatile resource for your shop, because it can be used on limitless projects. I mean, almost any project you want to use and add a little bit of floral tooling, these are really handy. This has really opened up my mind onto some new products that we're working on for 2025, just some ideas and things. This kind of expands our ability of bringing you good quality patterns that are a little more versatile than just a project pattern for a specific thing. We'll still do those, obviously. Those are something that we really enjoy doing, so those will keep coming. No worries. We've got a new one we're going to talk about here as well. But anyway, corner book, thank y'all for everybody that bought one. We did get another run of these, so we have plenty of these. If anybody wants their copy or missed it or hadn't seen it and you want to get one of these, you can go to dgsaddlery.com, go into our online store, and you can find it under printed patterns. As we add more books, this is the first of corner book, so I'll let you know, I'm working on the second corner book. The second corner book is going to be just like this basically, but it'll be feathers instead of this flower and leaf. And so each one of the corner books will have all of the corners in there will all be the same style, flower and leaf, or whatever the artwork is. They'll all be the same so that you can use them across multiple items. There's a lot of different size corners in there that you can put to work. And so the next one, I thought, why not do feathers? So we're gonna do a feather corner book. Not sure when this one will be out. I suspect it'll be out in December. This is the first panel here that I'm just kind of playing with. And so now that we've got the design down and all that stuff, I can just keep producing them. So we'll go book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. We'll just keep producing these as we go along, and that way there'll be a lot in the series. You can get the one that works best with your style and your customer's request. So we're gonna be working on that. I am working on a new one, as most of y'all that follow me on Instagram or Facebook have seen. We've been working on the next style of book, but this one's going to be a belt book. This one, you're going to want to be a part of the newsletter if you're interested in getting some really good belt patterns in a book like this, because that is going to drop on Black Friday weekend. So we will put that out there. I'm hoping to have the first run of those by Black Friday weekend. But if not, we may do a pre-order open to the public on those, just so that you can get those. Any of our new products during Black Friday, usually when we drop something new that weekend, there's not any kind of discount on those. But we've got tons of other patterns we'll talk about in a minute that will be discounted. But anyway, the belt book we are working on. If you follow us on Instagram, again, you've seen some of the patterns. There's a lot of patterns in here. I think there's 16 1.5 inch belt patterns in there, and 8 1 3/4 inch belt patterns in there, as well as I made patterns for our 1 inch and 3/4 inch Ranger billets. So you can use those as well on tapered belts. So if you're doing a 1.5 taper to a 1 inch belt, you can use the billet pattern to do that tapered area of the tongue of the belt that goes through the 1 inch buckle. This one's going to be good, I think. I've gotten a lot of feedback on this, a lot of interest already just from some of the little clips we've put on Instagram of us tooling these. It's done. It's at the printers. They're doing final design work on that right now. And so, again, you want to be a part of the newsletter, you can go to dgsaddlery.com, sign up for that. Anywhere on our website, there's a little form. Just plug your name and email address in there. You'll be on the newsletter, as we usually do stuff to them first, early on while a product is in development. But that one's coming out next week. We'll do that. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I want to thank a gentleman. He was in my shop. He's kind of from down this area. He's in my shop, and he sent us, I gave him a bunch of scrap leather. He just wanted to kind of have some scraps to practice tooling. He's working on his floral carving, doing a really good job. Super nice guy, and he came in, and then he ended up taking a piece of that scrap and made me a thank you card. Floral did a really nice job, and I just want to thank him. I really appreciate it. I like getting stuff like that, just to see some of y'all's work, see what you're doing, and then of course we'll put it with our stuff. I need to get to building some kind of thing out there on the retail floor to put some of that on display. Let's talk real quick about everything else going on in the shop. Working on my saddles a little bit, but mainly been working on these products, getting ready for Black Friday. And so we'll talk about that. That is going to start next. I've got some notes here, but that's going to start next Friday. Basically Thursday night at midnight the sale will begin, but it'll run Friday through Cyber Monday, which would at midnight. So that's going to be November the 29th through December the 2nd. And we're gonna, if you guys have been here for quite a while, you know what this sale's like. We run a good discount on our digital format patterns as well as our printed patterns. We do run some kind of one-off, depending on how much we have of certain things on material packs. We'll throw some pretty good deals on there for some stuff to try to move out some of our inventory before the end of the year, and help you guys. I will say this, we're gonna be very limited on the amount of material packs that we have, and as far as of right now, we've just been so focused on these new products here that I think they're very useful. Patterns are probably our #1 seller, is our patterns and things like that. You guys really get a lot of value out of those, and so we try to focus on what you're asking for, what you're wanting, and we can see that through the sales on what people are getting and interested in. And so material packs do well. They're a really good part of our business, but we are also a small shop, and so keeping those levels up is kind of daunting. And so we're kind of debating about that and kind of where we want to go with that side of the business. We will probably always do material packs, but we're not a supplier, and we're not trying to be. I'm not trying, a lot of people call us for tools and different things like that, glues and dyes and paints. we don't want to get into that realm at this time. So that's not really something we do. There's people out there like Maker's Leather Supply, Springfield Leather, Tandy Leather, Maverick. There's tons of people out there that sell, do a really good job of selling materials, dyes, finishes, tools, things like that. So we want to kind of stay out of that. We're more into product development, coming up with cool ideas that you can use those materials and tools to make a cool project. So I say all that just to say, don't expect very many of our belt material packs and things like that. We're running really low, and I don't see us getting another shipment in. So we're going to be just what we've got is what we've got, and we're going to do that on the material. But as far as the acrylic templates, our pattern packs, our new books, new patterns, anything like that, it's all going to be available. We've got plenty of those. We've made a big run on our patterns so that we have plenty. So as you know, we do allow back orders on our patterns. So during the sale, it's not going to say out of stock on any of our pattern packs or acrylics. So if you purchase something, and just understand that if we do sell out, so to speak, here in the store, we're going to have more coming within a few days. So our printing company is pretty quick on that, so we can get a fast turnaround. But if there's a stall there on your order going out, it may be because we're missing a pattern for you. But feel free to call the shop or email us, and we will update you on where we are and what's kind of going on there. Our sale previously, in the past has been really good. People really kind of take that opportunity to take advantage of the discount on patterns that they've been kind of looking at, but maybe haven't gone ahead and gotten yet that year. And we've got a lot of new ones this year. There was a lot that we created, and so it's going to be a good opportunity there. We will also have discounts on our online courses. We've got 2 online courses, one on drawing floral patterns and one on tooling. We will have a really good discount on those as well. We're finalizing just all the little details. It's a different year, which we usually do something very similar, but we just want to kind of have all our ducks in a row for you guys and make sure everything's right. So next week, I will get in here early in the week, and we will do another Monday video, and I will give you a breakdown on everything that's going to happen for the Black Friday sale. We're going to be doing a few videos. I've got some fun stuff. I'm not going to I'll talk about it next week because I want to make sure that I get the dies. But I've got some dies coming. I think it's going to be a fun project. It's going to be a free pattern type situation over that weekend. We'll do a video, we'll tool. You'll be able to download the free pattern and tool along with us to make this little project. And we will also offer some material packs for those as well. It's just kind of a fun little project that you can do during the holidays. And so as soon as those get here, which they should be here Monday, just want to make sure I got them, and then we'll talk about that next week on what we're going to do. But it'll be a fun interactive video deal that we will do over the Black Friday weekend together. And then, like I said, you can get the free pattern and make that with us. We do have a new pattern pack that's going to be coming out that weekend, and it is for this. I don't know if I've shown this. I don't think I have. I may have shown some pictures on Instagram, but this is what I'm calling a lanyard phone wallet. It's an idea Claudia had. She's got some friends that carry something very similar. It's got a D-ring on the back, and you can make a little lanyard. You could very easily add an extra D-ring and make this more of a crossbody type situation. It's got a pocket here on the front for a cell phone to slide into, and mine is a iPhone Max. It's an old iPhone, but it's a Max, and I made it to fit when I had a case on this phone. I've since broken that case, but it does fit with that, so you can kind of fine-tune that for the phone that you're making this for. It's got a pocket in the back here, and then on the inside, when you unzip it, it's just basically a clutch wallet. We've got a long pocket here, I guess, for checkbook or cash, credit card slots, and a little coin purse right there for any kind of coins or anything like that. Claudia's been carrying one for quite some time. If you've seen us at shows, you may have seen hers. I may have shown you that. But she really, really likes it. It's real small, compact, and she's got everything she needs, her phone, her credit cards, her money, her cash, everything's in there, and she's good to go. So this pattern will drop next weekend during the sale. We've already got the patterns in the store, and so we're going to hold that until that weekend, and it'll drop. I've got the video fairly well done, and so I'm hoping that I can finish that up this weekend or next week, and the project video will drop on YouTube that weekend as well, so you'll be able to follow along. It's a little more complicated project. It's not really complicated, it's just a different way that I installed the zipper that I hadn't done before. I've never done one just this way, but I think it worked out really easy, and it's kind of challenging. So if you're kind of scared of zippers, then this will be a fun project to kind of give a whirl, and just kind of try it and try your hand at it and see if you can kind of get a little more comfortable with zippers. I will say this, the first few that I made, I used just a standard YKK zipper. I would highly recommend for you guys, if you're ever doing anything with a zipper, spend a little bit of extra money and get the real classy zippers that Aaron sells at Maker's Leather Supply. He's got this zipper is so smooth and nice. The pull on it is very, very nice. Looks very sturdy. It's my favorite zipper I've ever worked with, and it doesn't catch and drag. It's very smooth. I've used it on multiple bags and different things, and it's a really, really smooth zipper. I don't know what it's called, but if you call up there to Maker's Leather Supply or get on their website and go to their zippers, you'll obviously see which one I'm talking about. It's a little better quality. But anyway, the phone lanyard phone wallet is what we're calling it, and that will come out next weekend. So if you're wanting to make one of these, pretty fun. Maybe I might get some dies made for these. We'll see. Like I said, that's that whole material pack conversation. We can really... that's just kind of where we are as a company. Claudia and I and Robin have been talking about it. It's like, we could expand the material pack but when you do that, it's so much more of like getting leather in the shop. I mean, we're not that big of a building. I mean, it's a nice big shop. I like it, but we don't have tons of room for pallets of leather, and we tend to go through quite a bit, and it's just so many variations and products that we're cutting. So, we kind of keep that at a manageable level is what we're trying to do with that side of the deal. But who knows where that'll go? We're not going to do away with it, so don't worry. But it's just as far as us getting it more on solid ground, it's almost like its own little entity in here. It's starting to become, and it's a lot to manage. And so, it's kind of hard. Where do you divide your time and move here? I can't be back there all day long on a clicker, so that's kind of one of the issues too. But so far it's been okay. But if we keep it growing, at some point, we probably have to put somebody back there to manage that entire situation. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I know that's a lot of information really quickly. We've got a lot going on. Like I said, belt pack, this pattern. There'll be a lot coming out next week and going on with the sale. Remember, the sale starts Friday, so basically at midnight Thursday night. Midnight Thanksgiving is when we will open the sale up, and we'll have everything. It'll all be discounted on the website as far as I can tell right now. That's what I'll do. That's what I've done in the past. Is you won't need a coupon code or anything like that. They'll all be marked down, so you'll be able to see what your savings is or what the discount is on different things and kind of go from there. It's going to be a fun weekend. We're excited. We're excited to get into December too. I love Thanksgiving, the fall. That's Claudia's favorite season. But for me, I really like Christmas. So my daughter and I are really itching to get in there and get that Christmas tree up, get our snowman out for the Christmas snowman updates, do all that. But we got to give Claudia her time with her fall decorations. She just loves fall. I told her, I said, why don't we just do Christmas and fall at the same time? She wasn't having that. She's got to have her fall space out there with all her fall decorations. So she said we can't do anything until Friday of next week, till after Thanksgiving. So if you come by the shop, not next week, but the week after, we'll have all our Christmas decorations up, and it'll be nice and festive. I love Christmas time. That's my favorite time of year. And so we've got some fall events or Christmas events going on in downtown. We got a couple cow shows and things going on, but really no traveling or anything like that for Christmas. So we're excited to just get in here and get ready. I hope you're getting ready. I hope your orders are going well in your shops, and that you've got a good amount of orders. I know a couple of y'all have emailed me and said you're kind of slow on orders this year. I suspect if you keep kind of putting in that engine, as far as the social media and stuff like that, keep posting. The election's behind us now. So whatever side of the fence you're on that deal, it doesn't matter. It's over, right? So that's a great thing because now everybody can get back to focusing because like I talked about in the last one, I mean, it's like everybody's mind and attention is on that. A lot of people are just, they're excited, they're scared, they're worried, they're whatever it is. Everybody's kind of got their own deal. And now that that's gone, now everybody can kind of focus and relax and hopefully move forward. I know there's a lot going on in the world and stuff like that, but election years are always different. They're always weird. So all you can do is what you can do and just kind of keep pushing forward, advertise some stuff, make some items that people can buy that aren't quite as expensive. That's what I've always said, knife sheaths, little money clip wallets, money clips, money slips, just a little pouch for credit cards, anything like that, business card holders, smaller items like that. Don't invest a lot of time in making stock belts and things like that have to fit a person. Gunslings are good. If you got extra leather, even doing them just out of shap leather, 2 pieces sewn together, nice simple gunsling, you can make those up real quickly, and those aren't very expensive for people to buy for their uncle or their cousin or whatever. People are going to be looking for those last minute items. I feel like this year, particularly because of the election, there's a lot of people that haven't even started thinking about Christmas. I personally don't start doing any Christmas shopping until, I don't know, the 21st, 22nd of December. I feel like I have plenty of time if I do it that way, and it cuts down my options because everybody's sold out of most things. So with me, that makes it a lot easier for me. But yeah, seriously, there's a lot of people that they haven't been thinking about Christmas. It's going to sneak up on them. So I think in December, once we get past Thanksgiving, people are going to be like, oh, I need this, I need that. So keep posting, keep making stuff, keep those feelers out there. People will come and end up, you'll end up helping somebody that needs some stocking stuffers, especially if you've got knife sheaths and those smaller items. They may surprise you. So, but I know a lot of you do have orders. Some of us are up, some are down. It's just kind of one of them things, but I hope you're enjoying the cooler weather and the opportunity to work in the shop and do that, because this is kind of our Super Bowl. This is kind of the season. Some of y'all are getting ready to go to Vegas. Some of y'all have booths in Vegas. Good luck to you out there. I hope it's great. I hope it's the biggest NFR ever this year, and it seems to always be good for folks and really enjoy it. But yeah, that's about it. I've got a lot to get done in the shop today before we leave. Like I said, we're going to be going to a cow show this weekend, so we'll be doing that. We had one last weekend. It was really good. My little girl's heifer had her first calf, and so we got to show her with their calf at her side, and she did really good. And she's going to get to do that again this weekend, so that's always fun to be showing a heifer and then end her with being able to show her with her baby. And then I don't know how long we'll show her. I know she doesn't age out quite yet, but we'll show her a few more times, and then she'll get to go to pasture with the other mamas and just raise babies into her older age, and so I think she's one of my favorite heifers that she's gotten, and she's doing really good. And I put a picture of the baby on my Instagram stories, and it's a little smoked calf, and she's really cute. So she's doing good. She's living up in the barn there and living the high life. So but we're going to get off of here. Be sure to go to dgsaddlery.com, sign up for the Leathercraft newsletter. You'll want to do that sometime today, just letting you know, and then if you want to, and then like I said, we'll be back in here. I'm hoping to do that video Monday. We'll see over the weekend how many orders we've got and stuff. Sometimes Mondays are getting to where they're kind of crazy because we've got quite a few orders we're trying to fill. Robin's in here and Claudia, and we're trying to get everybody out Monday if we can. So it may be Tuesday, but I'm going to try to do it early Monday, and that way we can talk about the finalized deal of the sale that'll start Friday and that kind of deal. And then we'll be out of the shop Thursday for Thanksgiving, obviously, but we will be in the shop until Wednesday, and we're hoping to be in all weekend. Well, I will be in here all weekend during the sale, because like I said, we're doing those videos. It'll be some video stuff. It'll be kind of fun, and I think it'll be kind of neat for you guys to follow along and get that free pattern and tool along with us and make some neat stuff. So I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. If you're here, you just found one of these videos, check them out. We've got a ton of videos on here on leathercraft, and just kind of talking about little tips and different parts of the trade, and teaching you from very beginner level type projects all the way up to some more advanced projects and some saddle making stuff. So check out our channel. If you enjoy it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, which kind of blows my mind. I don't really watch that a whole lot. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I'm just creating content and doing my thing. But the 100,000 mark is apparently a big milestone with YouTube, and I've had a few younger people at the shows ask me if I have a YouTube button, which I've only recently the last couple of years noticed that some of these channels do. They have like a big silver button that apparently YouTube sends you when you hit 100,000, I believe, and I think when you hit 1 million you get a gold one or something. But no, I'm always surprised when they ask me that. I'm like, no, I don't have a button. I don't have that many subscribers yet, but we're bumping that 100. I think we're at 93,000 right now, which is just crazy. Doing that, I guess we've been doing this 9 years now, so that's something really cool. It's really neat. But I know a lot more than that follows and watches our videos, which we really appreciate, and the content is what we're really focused on. So we're hoping it's helping you. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. And not sure if I'll get a button or not when I turn 100,000. I'm assuming they still do that. But if we do, we'll let you know here for sure. And it'd be something kind of cool to hang out in the shop. But either way, we're going to continue to keep making videos and doing our deal. So we really appreciate you guys watching. And we look forward to December and finishing out 2024 and getting into 2025. So thank you very much. And we'll see y'all next week in the Monday Morning Briefing.